Patreon member shout out. A, B, C, D, E, F, you and your mom and your sister and your dog and your bro car and the stuff you call R, F, you and your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you can all heck off. Na 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 na. Hey guys, how's it going? It's I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Why am I here today? Well, we have a couple of new pieces of news from the Discord AMA that is going on still currently on Discord, and it is about the token migration. And am I Jack Sparrow talking to Mr. Gibbs in Pirates of the Caribbean? Because Mr. Gibbs, we have our heading. We have our date. What is that date, you asked, for the token migration? They said it would be the last week in January, and they're not lying. 27 January is the date for the token migration. So that is the time. Now, that does not mean that we get exchanges that day. That means that you have pretty much up until that point to get your stuff on exchanges. OMI to layer one, OMI to an exchange means that it's on layer one, and that layer one just means that you can trade it, you can sell it, and cash out if you would like. You can put it on the Veve app, and the Veve app will let you know, say like, hey, you know what, that's layer two. Eventually, Reese had said you'll be able to push a button, and then as soon as they push that button, you'll be able to go and take that OMI and buy NFTs. You'll be able to do a bunch of stuff with that. Could Veve become an exchange? Could Veve be one of the places that you go and say like, hey, they don't just have OMI, maybe they have Ethereum. Maybe that is far in the future, but it is possible. They could become an exchange. They could become a bank if they really wanted to. I mean, they have the gems, they have money in there. They could become a social media website, again, if they wanted to. They wanted to go, I mean, they already have the makings of it. You have followers, you could post things, and at some point you'll probably be able to message. And one of the staking tiers, which by the way, up to $50,000, that is the final staking tier. So let's just say, for instance, let's say there's 999 other people like me looking to go and stake $50,000 worth of OMI. Well, then guess what? If there's 1,000 of us, then that's about $50 million worth of OMI locked up. That is about 5x the amount of trading volume we get every single day, at least right now. I do think in the future, as per Dr. Profit, on his Twitter, he had gone on and said, hey, I think that we'll be able to go and have $50 million worth of volume each day, which, you know, if we 5x the volume, we should about 2.5x the price, which should put us at about, oh, what is so 1.5, so it'd be 2.25 cents if we have about $50 million in volume. Whales would not really be able to dump as easily. I don't think they could really dump at all. Like a concerted effort, under like a concerted effort of all the whales dumping maybe could still put the price. But at that point, why would whales try to manipulate? I've gone over this in stream before. If you have hundreds of millions or billions of OMI and you have, let's say you have been manipulating this price the whole time. Yeah, let's all sell one time, get everybody else to sell, as we take away those orders, and then we buy back when it's really, really cheap. We sell up here, as it pumps, and then, destroy the pump, let it go down. They've been doing that for months. They will no longer be able to do that. Or again, I don't know why they would want to. If you somehow have hundreds of millions or billions of OMI, you're probably relatively smart. You probably know, hey, this is a good thing we have going here. We have our OMI, so don't manipulate, let's, ride the wave, and then they'll probably just sell, at various intervals. What they are, I don't know, 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent. Like I said, 2.25 cents, I think is very, very possible for late February. Assuming that we do get, now Reese did mention that. Reese did mention that we would get 2 to 3 exchanges in February. So did he not say when? He did not say, oh yeah, it's gonna be like February 7th, or it's gonna be February 21st. He didn't say that. I don't know when. I'm assuming, one of them will be mid-February, the other 2 will be late February. But having said that, what do I expect them to be? I do expect 1 or 2 of them to be something similar to Bit4X or OKEX, where they're, okay, and they're there. Maybe we've had them for a while. But I do expect another one to be KuCoin, Kraken, Gemini, or Crypto.com. I do expect to have a really good exchange. And then in March, I guarantee we get a couple of more. And in that one, in March, at that point, I might expect Coinbase in March. And that would just take us to the heckin' moon. And again, when you go, and I don't know if I've mentioned this in a video yet. I might have only mentioned this in streams, but if I have, just let me know. I think that last year, before we had Marvel, before we had Disney, we had a couple of exchanges on board. Maybe these are the exchanges that we were supposed to have on board. And the exchanges that we're supposed to have on board, have just been there. And the other new ones afterwards in March, April, May, and so on and so forth, those are going to be the ones that have called us since, that want us on their exchange. And right now, if I'm running a KrepoBrooke exchange, like, yeah, pay us $1 million, we'll list you. Get the heck out of here. Because I guarantee you, after we got Marvel, the team had said, yeah, every single person that we've gone to in the past that denied us is like, yeah, they're breaking down our door to try to get onto where we are because we have Marvel. What happened with Disney? I can guarantee you the same thing, and I can guarantee you that all of these exchanges, every single one of them, at least have 1 to 2 people that their sole job is to come out with new altcoins, or to research new altcoins and see which ones are worth listing. Guarantee you these. So I bet you dollars to donuts, bet you my fridge, that they are getting calls from exchanges multiple times a week. Just my opinion. Again, because if I owned an exchange, that's what I would do. And again, the people that own exchanges are not dumb. They can smell which way the wind is blowing. When you have NFT partners, if you have a crypto in general that is doing as much, that's attached to this, which almost no other crypto is attached to this type of product. It hasn't happened yet. So when you get that, and it's partnered with Disney, and it's part of Marvel and DC, that's like the holy grail. That's like the Trinity right there. Exchanges guarantee you a lot more coming in March, April, so on and so forth. Now that we're on the Ethereum blockchain, the $50,000 staking tier again. If 1,000 people are like me, guarantee you there's a lot more than 1,000 that are going to want to do that. Why? For land. And if they don't know it yet, they will. They will in the future. Why? Because people might not have seen Earth 2 or My Neighbor Alice or whatever, but guarantee you they've heard of Decentraland. Guarantee you they've heard of Sandbox and all the amazing things that's going on over there. What do you think is going to happen when we have a metaverse that, again, has Disney characters, has DC characters, all these amazing characters that you could have in there? Every single other metaverse, maybe with the exception of Earth 2, won't be able to shine our shoes. They won't be able to hold a candle. I do have some other news I will go over tonight that involve personal sales, but yeah, OMI, 2.25 cents by March, by early March, if not late February, depending on when we get the exchange. If we get them early February, then yeah, late February. But I do think that we do go to 2.25 cents within a few weeks after we get those exchanges. If we have one of them that's really good, and then it's off to the races in March, off to the races in April. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. Can't wait. On a rocket ship to the moon. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Other people, like-minded people like me, is at HeyDavidDon and at KingMavsForever on Twitter. You got Standoff Chart and King Mavs on the app, and ChaviCat5, which is me on the app. Y'all should follow. You got Kobe Collects and OMI Player One over on the YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, you do have Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, and Sodi Pop Media on the YouTube. You got at EQ_crypto and at Wet Wizard Veve that you should also follow on the Twitter. I follow them. And then DerekBrad.com/pages/photography. Dash photography is what you'd want to go to see Veve NFTs in the real world, professional photography. You got AfroDroidLegends.com, YouStayGlassy.store, and WoundedWarriorProject.org if you want to go and spend some time and do some stuff there. And AffinityHypnotherapy.com.au as if you need some help and you want to talk to someone. Anyway, guys, I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow.